How do you keep your strength and your integrity and your hope after a massive betrayal? We're gonna talk about the Clone Wars, and I love the Clone Wars Mended like. Okay, guys, don't sleep on the Clone Wars. This was an animated series that takes place between Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I am such a diehard Star Wars fan that I enjoy the prequels, warts and all. I'm aware of the flaws, but I still like them, right? But truth be told, like, there was room for better storytelling, better dialogue, better characterizations, and we got it. We got it in this amazing animated series by David Filoni, who later graduated to The Mandalorian, which is all the hype right now. Him and Jon Favreau put that together. But if you're a fan of the live-action Star Wars series they got going on, you have to go back to the source. The Clone Wars is fantastic. It starts as like gee-whiz, PG kiddie fare, and graduates into something dark and intense and emotionally mature and definitely PG-13 level, but it's so compelling and so smart, and I love it. And the most controversial thing when they started the Clone Wars was the introduction of Ahsoka Tano, a Padawan learner for Anakin Skywalker. And everyone's like, she wasn't anywhere in Revenge of the Sith, so what happens to her? And we go through all these seasons and we're like, what's gonna happen to Ahsoka? She goes from this kind of annoying, like upstart little kid character to, for a lot of people, their favorite character in all of Star Wars. And part of that comes down to these scenes we're gonna watch today. So Ahsoka, there's a bombing in the Jedi Temple, a terrorist bombing. And they think a Jedi did it, and all the evidence points to her. Mace Windu, Yoda, and others question her integrity, even though she's proven it to them time and time again. Obi-Wan doesn't think it's her, but he doesn't necessarily stand up for her. Anakin stands up for her big time, and they expel her. They put her on trial, and she's proven innocent. And now, the Jedi are coming back with their tails between their legs, and this is what happens.
Ahsoka, I am so sorry about everything.
You have our most humble apologies, little Ahsoka. The Council was wrong to accuse you.
You have shown such great strength and resilience in your struggle to prove your innocence.
This is the true sign of a Jedi Knight.
This was actually your great trial. Now we see that. We understand that the Force works in mysterious ways.
She's like, come on, Mace.
Because of this trial, you have become a greater Jedi than you would have otherwise.
Back into the Order. You may come.
Okay, so hang on. Mace Windu was basically the biggest finger pointer and accuser and was convinced that she was the terrorist. And even though the others apologized, Mace is the one who breaks it for her. Because Mace, instead of owning it, he just says, this was your great trial and you passed, congratulations. When we try and put a positive spin on our mistakes instead of just owning them, we break trust. And Ahsoka, who is already teetering on the edge, you can see it on her face, that's the moment that she realizes, I don't belong here.
They're asking you back, Ahsoka. I'm asking you back.
She loves him as a friend, like they're very dear friends. He's her teacher. Anakin's great in the series as well. You get the Anakin you always wanted.
I'm sorry, Master, but I'm not coming back.
The betrayal's too deep. The betrayal's too deep, but I have to carve my own way. Maybe you've been there, not with a Jedi temple bombing, but just in life. Oh, this series is so good.
Ahsoka, wait! Ahsoka, I need to talk to you! Why are you doing this?
The Council didn't trust me. So how can I trust myself?
What about me? I believed in you. I stood by you.
I know you believe in me, Anakin, and I'm grateful for that. But this isn't about you. I can't stay here any longer. Not now.
The Jedi Order is your life. You can't just throw it away like this. Ahsoka, you are making a mistake.
Maybe. But I have to sort this out on my own. Without the Council. And without you.
I understand. More than you realize, I understand wanting to walk away from the Order.
I know.
I mean, this whole thing makes Revenge of the Sith that much more poignant because you see the seeds planted early on of Anakin's mistrust of the Jedi. And so when Palpatine tells him that they're corrupt and they're trying to take over, he's like, okay, because look what they did to my best friend, right? Maybe you have felt betrayed. I know I've been there where I feel like my character has been called into question by people to whom I've proven it time and time again. And that I just wanted them to trust me. And out of fear, out of whatever reason they couldn't. And it's hard to mend those fences. Something that I love about this series is, you know, in the movies you have the clones and they're all just kind of like, okay, they're clones of Jango Fett and cool, I guess. But in the series you get into, yeah, they're genetically identical, but they have unique personalities, unique souls, right? They're different. All the clones are different, even though they're genetically identical. And we have a scene here with Anakin that shows Ahsoka's been betrayed, but she hasn't been forgotten.
They shouldn't salute me anymore. Not since I left the Order.
It doesn't matter to them. It's a sign of respect. They know what you went through for them, day after day. Battle after battle. Loyalty means everything to the clones.
Company! Attention!
Go ahead. They've been waiting to see you.
So this is beautiful. And their captain, Captain Rex, is the coolest of the clones. He's the most capable in battle. He's the most capable leader. He's got the best heart, the best will, the most integrity. And she's not part of the military anymore.
As soon as Rex and the guys knew you were back, they got to work.
The paint job's a little crude, but we think it gets the idea across. Glad to have you back, Commander.
Rex, thank you. But you don't have to call me Commander anymore.
Sure thing, Commander.
Here's the thing. Some people don't have the integrity to see your integrity. And they might later, right? They're just not ready. In Ahsoka's case, her loyalty, her sacrifices, the fact that she wouldn't ask anybody to do something that she wasn't willing to do herself, won the respect and the loyalty of these men. In your case, when you've been betrayed, you may feel utterly alone. Which is, you know, I skipped between these two clips quite a bit of story, but Ahsoka felt very alone. And part of that is because she was so hurt that she withdrew. And she withdrew from Anakin, and she withdrew from the 501st Legion, and she withdrew from these people who genuinely care about her and had her back. Have you been betrayed and then withdrawn out of fear of getting hurt again from the very people who can give you the greatest comfort and support? Now, we're gonna get, I mean, this is spoiler territory, but so awesome. If you saw Solo, you know that Darth Maul's not dead, even though Obi-Wan Kenobi cut him in half. The Clone Wars answers why. But here in this scene, Ahsoka has captured Darth Maul. And she's victorious, they're heading back to Coruscant. The events of the movie Revenge of the Sith are taking place in tandem. This is part of the finale of Clone Wars. And Ahsoka is about to sense Anakin's fall to the dark side. And the clones, we discover, have a chip in their heads, so that when Order 66 is activated, the reason they turn on their friends, the Jedi, is not because they just follow orders. It's because they literally have no choice but to do so. And there was a clone named Fives who was this close to discovering the chip and this close to discovering what had happened. And Rex knows that Fives was onto something. And here we go.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious.
Rex, it's Anakin. I feel like something terrible has happened. Rex?
No. I'll do it.
Rex, what's happening?
Stay back! Find him. Find him. Fives. Find him!
Oh, come on! So good! And I love that Rex is resisting the chip, right? He's trying not to kill her, but he knows he can't, and so he says, find him, find Fives, find him, like to get to the bottom of this mystery. And now we're gonna get to Rex and Ahsoka have figured out what's going on. Have figured out that the clones aren't in control of themselves when it comes to this order. They have to obey it. And she's removed, or I can't remember if she removes it or if she deactivates the chip in Rex's head so that Rex is himself. And he and Ahsoka are trying to escape, and they're surrounded by clones that are trying to kill them. And this is gonna be the point of this video right here.
Hold your position, men. If they try to leave, they'll have to go through us.
So what do we do? Fight our way to the shuttle?
There are too many. Besides, I don't want to hurt them.
I hate to tell you this, but they don't care.
This ship is going down, and those soldiers, my brothers, are willing to die and take you and me along with them.
You're a good soldier, Rex. So is every one of those men down there. They may be willing to die, but I am not the one who is going to kill them.
So we're just gonna surrender? Admit defeat? Is that it?
No.
Well, I don't see any other option.
You'll have to watch the series to see what they do, but they're facing death, and they could take the lives of... I love in the series that all the clones call each other brothers. These are my brothers. They could kill their brothers and their friends. She says, they may be willing to die, but I'm not going to be the one who kills them. I love when she takes his helmet off, and he's tried to be stoic and strong, and he's just weeping over the betrayal, and weeping over just knowing that they can't control it. On our membership site that we've set up, We set up this membership site so you can learn the skills that I teach in therapy, but you can learn them in video courses and go at your own pace, or in our virtual book club where we do podcasts on different book chapters and live Q&As and stuff. And you can check that out. There's a link in the description below. But in our membership site, we cover a book in our book club called Real Love in Post-Childhood Stress Disorder. And in the book, it talks about how if I'm in a bar or something and my hair's on fire, I'm gonna flail about, I'm gonna knock people over, knock tables over, break things, trying to put my hair out. Like, I'm gonna cause a disturbance and I'm probably gonna hurt somebody. But people would forgive that because my hair was on fire. And we don't see just how often emotionally the people who hurt us, betray us, wrong us. Is it selfish? Yes, but it's usually coming from their own place of fear, their own place of hurt, their own place of trauma, that we're desperate for love and acceptance, or we're reacting to feeling rejected. And it's not to excuse the hurt that people cause, but when we see that hurt people, when we see that the people who betray us and wrong us are struggling themselves, that their behavior comes from their own emptiness, comes from their own fear, we're less likely to want revenge. We're less likely to want retribution. We're more likely just to let it go and hope good things for them. And I see that with Ahsoka. It's this wonderful example. These people that she cared about in the Jedi Order accused her, betrayed her, and then tried to downplay it, right? And then the clones who honored her and who loved her turned on her and tried to kill her. And she was able to say, like in the Jedi Order, I'm not coming back, but I get the fear. I get where it was coming from. And with the clones, this is part of the programming, right? That this isn't something they have full control over. It's not making excuses, and it's not saying it's all right. It's saying, I understand, and I'm not going to hold a grudge. How do you keep your integrity intact when someone has betrayed you? By saying, who do I want to be? Not what do they deserve, or eye for an eye, but who do I want to be? And I see that with Ahsoka. She's not going to try and take down the Jedi Order, and the clones who try to kill her, she says, they may be willing to die, but I'm not going to be the one to kill them. Why? Because Ahsoka knows who she wants to be. She's centered. Truly great character, truly great series. If you haven't watched the Clone Wars and you're looking for something to watch, get on it. It starts off a little cheesy, stick with it because it gets so good. If you've been betrayed and you're trying to work through it, I encourage you to watch this video that's going to come up. How long does it take to heal from betrayal trauma? It'll be the video at the end of this one that you can click on and watch. If you've been betrayed, how did you work through it? What was your process? If you need added support, let us know in the comments below. What do you think of Ahsoka and the Clone Wars? If you've watched it, what do you think about this video and about her character arc? Let us know in the comments below. If you need support in dealing with trauma and with betrayal, go to mendedlight.com and schedule a complimentary 15-minute consultation with a member of our clinical team. Until next time, folks, keep shining because we need your light.